if you had like a first-time founder that was sitting there thinking like, man, I've got this idea, I think I'm going to quit my job, what would you tell them?
You've got to be super passionate about it, because everything's kind of sexy when you're thinking, oh, I'm going to do a startup and this is a great idea, and you're going to get you're going to get gut punched. Doesn't matter how good of an idea. There's going to be gut punches coming in, and if you don't have enough motivation to really want to follow that through, so it's got to be like, it's not like, I want to go ski in Aspen, and I'd like to get a new car, and I want to do a startup, and these things. It's like, it's got to be, you know what? I am going to do a startup. If that means sacrifice this and this and this and this, and I don't go to sports events, and I don't watch movies, and I don't take vacation, and I clamp down on the budget, I am going to do that startup. If you've got that, then that's why I kind of push back on.
You test them a little bit.
Then I wouldn't do it, because it's harder than most people think, and like I said, I went in with a pretty open eye, so it's about as hard as what I thought. But I came in pretty pessimistic. The one thing I didn't quite get was, people said, "Oh, it's really lonely as a CEO." I didn't quite understand what that meant. It's really lonely as a CEO.
And you're saying that because the people around, like your team, because you're the leader, and it's hard to be 100% truth, or like to spill all the data.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not just the team, but it's your investors, and it's you just don't. Nobody who's not another CEO. It's kind of like, I think it's kind of like you've been to war with somebody, and you can say, oh yeah, I'm sure war's tough, but if you haven't been to it, you probably don't quite get it. If you haven't really done the CEO thing, you don't get it. We have a WTIA, and I think I can say it exists. I can't go into the details about it, but they have we started about 6 months ago, a CEO roundtable where the CEOs of similar sized companies get together, all confidential, and talk about, hey, and it's therapeutic to finally talk to somebody about, this situation. Well, how did you feel? How did you deal with it? So that was really great. But until then, it was just like there's not too many people you can be completely transparent with. I don't know if transparent is the right word, but.
And do you feel it's right to withhold some of that around your team?
We try to stay really transparent with the team. So I let them in on the finances and the fundraising, and when things go bad, we really try to stay very open. But sometimes take a little while for you to absorb stuff, right? And so when something negative happens, you kind of like keep that brave face for a day or two until you figure out what you're going to do.
How to handle this.
That's right. So I think you've got to, it depends on your personality, but I try to stay transparent, and I think that people value that in the long run.
Cool. Well,
all right,
thank you very much.
Cheers. Really appreciate it. Good to talk to you.